going to go over to this Tractor Supply and see if they have a solar panel battery pack, because there's nowhere to charge anything in this town. So, yeah, we're going to go to this Tractor Supply and see if we can get a battery pack, because without it, I can't work. And this is my livelihood, and I have to work. So Walmart doesn't have it. Advanced Auto doesn't have it. CVS doesn't have it. Lowe's doesn't have them. I guess everybody's got power in this town except for me. Go figure. You don't say. It ain't so. God dang, man. This book bag is so heavy, I be losing my foot in and almost going down all the time. This guy ain't gonna see me. He ain't gonna see me. Oh, he did see me. Thank you. He did see me. He did see me. Thank you so much. God. Usually people accelerate and try to hit your ass. Seriously? All right, whatever. I still haven't eaten. I've been trying to figure out how I'm going to get my phones charged. And I was charging this one a little bit in McDonald's. I feel horrible because I smell so bad. I know I do. I have to. There's no way I can't. See, like this, look. You plug stuff into it, it doesn't work. They don't run power to them. Up there, there's like 5 or 6 of them up there. None of them work. They disconnect. All of these shopping centers, all of these businesses, everywhere, they shut off the power so no one can use the outlets. They make wind-up flashlights that are also solar powered that can charge your phone. Yeah, the issue, you guys, is I have no way to get it because I don't have money. I won't have any money until the 21st of next month, okay? I had to get this bike yesterday. I only had $80. Somebody sent me $150. Do some basic math. Somebody sent me $150 so that I could get this bike. It was $198 after tax. I pulled my money together with that $150. That left me with like $30 left over. And this morning I bought a water. It was $3.50. I mean, everything is more expensive, less resources you have. I don't have a way to get a P.O. box. I can ask the postal service if I can get something sent there. I'll have to bike over there. It'll take me a minute, you know. I haven't even eaten today. That's what people don't understand. They say, go ask they say, go see if we can send something to the post office. Okay, well, I'll have to bike over there. Or go to Tractor Supply and see if they got a battery pack. Okay, well, I'll have to bike over there. Like, you know what I mean? It's a lot more complex than just, I know that you can say something, but it's a lot more complex when you don't have the resources to actually get that task done. So let's go in Tractor Supply. I got to figure out where to chain this thing up. They don't have bike racks in this town. I'm probably the first person to bicycle in this town since the wheel was invented. When was the wheel invented? 1492. That's a handicap spot. I probably need to. Yeah, this town wasn't even invented until like 1899, and I'm probably the first and only person that's ever biked in this town. Stop, Brooke. See, this is why I ain't got no friends. I ain't trying to be funny, but I'm being funny because no bike racks. It's little things like this, like where I'm going to put my bike without getting robbed. It turns into a whole task that it's exhausting, especially if you got 40-pound book bag on your back, and it's blazing heat, and you've been eating, and you're stressed, and you need to be working, and you can't even, I mean, we're supposed to be at the lake today, and I can't even go and try to spend time with you guys because I have no way to charge my devices. And it's going to get to the point to where I won't have a phone at all. None of them are holding a charge because I can't set anywhere long enough. It could take an hour or two for them to properly charge completely, and I can't set anywhere longer than 15 minutes. This has become a whole ordeal the past, 3 days. And I'm pretty sure going here ain't gonna have no damn solar panel, nothing, okay? Listen, I got to be here for the next 2 weeks. I just got to figure it out. So if you can help me not stress, I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Love you. God bless. Get me one of them hammock, and I'm going to hang it over the river and just live on a hammock for the rest of my life. I'm looking for a specific item. I'm looking for a solar panel battery pack to charge devices. No. It's okay. No worries. Thank you. Have a good one. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, they don't care. No, thank you. Appreciate it. Have a good day. Yeah, they don't have it. Y'all don't understand. This ain't no normal town. Okay? You walk into these places, they don't have the there's no Uber, there's no taxis, there's no public transportation, there's no nothing, y'all. Of course they can't order something and have it sent here. This ain't no regular town. I know if I was in Jacksonville, Florida, yes, I could order a battery pack and have it probably sent right to the Tractor Supply. They don't do that here. Just like if you get food from Subway, there's no Uber Eats bringing you a sub out here. You got to get in the car and go get it. And actually, I was in McDonald's earlier, and I heard somebody say something about a mobile order. So they do mobile orders, but they don't have Uber Eats or DoorDash. So, all right. So I'm not going to be able to find a solar panel battery pack. I need to think about eating in a minute because I haven't eaten today. I've been too busy trying to charge the phone so I can work. Oh. Oopsie. Damn, I hope I didn't break nothing. That'd be my luck. Smash that new iPhone or the other phone. Alright. You know, it's so crazy because I literally just did a story on anti-homeless infrastructure, and then here we are a month later, and I'm living through a story that I talked about. There's no power outlets. They do that intentionally. They do that to get homeless people to... Okay, well, what if this was your hometown and you were on a fixed income and you've lived here your whole life and you're 70 years old and all your resources are right here and you got a job, but you got to maintain your cell service to keep that job so that you can get yourself off the streets. Not everybody that lives on the streets is doing drugs and alcohol. We look like this because we're exhausted from the stress of just trying. I done bicycled 12 miles this damn morning, and I ain't ate yet. You know what I mean? What if? It's just exhausting, and I'm so exhausted, okay? Where I can get power. I honestly don't know. You know, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Alright. Ouch. God, my feet hurt, my back Oh, by the way, that Jeep was still following me around town when I was sitting at McDonald's. He went by. Then when I got off the phone, he went by with you guys. So, I mean, he's doing it. Imagine not having anything to do during the day. No job, no nothing. You just stalking some girl who's out here trying to better her life. Ain't that crazy? I don't know. There ain't nowhere. Let's ride around this store and see if they got a power outlet here. There's nowhere for me to get. I can go down here to the P.O. box, and to the mailbox, to the post office, and ask them if somebody can send me a package, but there's no way for me to get anything to charge my stuff here. Ouch. Oh. See, there's no power outlets out here. And this guy that works in there, they're not okay. Listen, they got that shit locked up. Yes. Oh my God. Music. Yeah, the owner of the store is there, and they have one power outlet, and it's locked up with stuff hanging out of it. Like, look, there's like literally nowhere for me to charge it. I don't know what to do. This is going to be a huge problem. I won't even have a fucking paycheck in August to eat with. How much worse could it get? I don't know. Not being able to have any kind of paycheck, so I won't have any way to feed myself. I mean, losing my home, my land, my life savings, my daughter, that wasn't enough. That wasn't enough, clearly, because I'm being trespassed from the library because bitches are not happy with themselves. So, clearly, losing everything I've already lost is not enough. They want to literally starve me to death and I haven't even eaten today because I've been looking for power. Yes, work is more important than food. Yes, at this point, yes. Maybe if I was concerned about making money last year or the year before that, I wouldn't be homeless right now. Maybe if I would have been a fucking drifter, whatever, and fucking begged for money on the goddamn internet, I would have had enough money to pay my goddamn bills because I've worked my ass off for 2 years for fucking free. And now I can't even find power. I have no food. I'm thirsty as fuck. It's 100 degrees. What am I supposed to do? But, society would have me go look for a fucking job right now. You want me to go look for a job? You want me to walk in these businesses smelling like shit and ask for a job? How well do you think that's going to fucking go over when I can't even find food or water? I'm just going to fucking sit down and die. I'm just going to sit down and fucking die because, the more I try, the worse things get. It's like society just wants me to fucking work for Satan because if I go put a needle on my arm and I do drugs, then everything will be provided for me. But I'm out here every day for the past 5 years, trying harder than any person I've ever met in my goddamn life, and I cannot make it. I can't make it. What am I supposed to do? Oh no, what's the point? They're going to say I'm on drugs anyway. That's all they do is sit around and say I'm on drugs. I'm in full sunshine, no water, no food. Do you know what that does to a person? I'm sure most people don't because most people don't go without any fucking thing nowadays. We live in a society of gluttonism. When's the last time you seen a bitch skip a meal? I ate what? What did I eat yesterday? Great question. I don't fucking know. Because you know why? Because I was too busy about working. I was too busy finding resources, trying to get transportation. Now I have a bike and I have no power. I'm fucking exhausted, y'all. No way to get fucking power. No way to get a solar panel thingy-madoodle. And I don't have an option to leave here. It's not an option to leave here. People need to just get over it. People can't conceptualize because they've never had to live through it. Unless you're going through this shit, you're not going to understand. But if you want to try to understand, why don't you strap a 40-pound book bag to your back, get on a bicycle, and ride uphill 2 miles and then coast down it for 2 miles and then ride uphill it for 2 miles and do that for just to go get water, just to go find power so you can work from home, just to go find a laundromat so you can pee in their bathroom. People like, oh, you look rough. Yeah, I bet I do, bitch. I haven't had a good night's rest in a week. And actually, I haven't had a good night's rest in about 2 years. Even when I was living out of my truck, I woke up every day with my back hurting. I never got any fucking sleep because I was being stalked. People wake me up through the fucking night. I already suffer with goddamn insomnia from PTSD. Even when I was in my truck, I was not sleeping well. And look at everything I managed to do. So which is it? Am I faking this? Or am I actually living it? Because how can you fake it if I look this bad, right? The haters don't even make sense. Y'all contradict each other. Maybe y'all should have a powwow, sit around, talk some shit about me, and then get your plan together, your story straight before you get on the internet and hate on someone who wants to do nothing more than expose the lies of society. Society tells homeless people to try harder. Bitch, would you bicycle 5 miles for a bottle of water in the July heat? Could you? Could you? If your life depended on it, could you? And then you wonder why they look like shit. They can't even go charge their phone at a McDonald's or a damn library without the cops showing up. And you think that they're supposed to just, where are they supposed to shower? And then you wonder why they smell like they do. You wonder why they look like they do. Where are they supposed to shower? You know, see, a lot of y'all are so fucking privileged. You don't realize that a lot of us don't have mama and daddies anymore. And we never had them. Even when they were alive, they were just not even here. So what? Homeless people and people with mental health problems and people that struggle with drug addiction, that's society's scapegoat to make themselves feel better? Is that where we're at? Is that where they're at? It makes people feel better about themselves to see someone else failing. It's just the way that it is. Misery loves company. Okay? I'll be damned if anybody is going to tell me that the majority of homeless people choose this life. That's bullshit. I didn't choose this. No. If anybody chose this, it would actually be the government. See. The government is who my parents were. The government, they took me from my parents. It was their responsibility to properly raise me, properly educate me, set me on the right path. No, homeless people don't choose to live like this. I don't know what I'm going to do. I got just enough money to probably get water and food for the rest of the day. No way to charge my phones. And once I go off grid, my numbers will fall. The algorithm will fuck up and I won't make any money in August or, November, whatever. So August. It just sucks, And this is exactly what them bitches at the library probably wanted. They already knew I had a channel. They already, tried to start stuff last week. They were probably coming out there to try to antagonize me. Now that I look at the full extent of this situation, I don't think anybody called that library. I don't think anybody went in that library complaining on me. I think those librarians were nosy. They knew. They've been seeing me at that library for 2 years. And I think that they just come out there to start some shit, absolutely. And they were expecting a different reaction. Like, I was nice about the situation. And I think they were expecting a different reaction. I do. And then I think they were butthurt about the fact that I walked in there and asked them who called or who reported, whatever, They probably feel some type of way. And like I told you, they've always been real mean to me. Anytime I had to interact with them, they were extremely rude. So, this is what happened. And listen, y'all, they're like, old ladies, okay? I know I'm not a spring chicken, but we are polar opposites and stuff like that. It might not matter to you or I, but some people let their insecurities rule their emotions, and they do things like call the law and make up fake accusations and lies and have you arrested for crimes you didn't commit. okay? And it's because they're operating on their insecurities and their inadequacies, okay? I don't make the rules. I just take the observations, and I understand human nature and how women run on emotion, especially when they feel incompetent. So, you know, it's deeper than that. But yes, a lot of people want to see me fail because they're not succeeding, even though they have homes, careers, families, things that I don't. They're out here trying to prevent me from succeeding. And it's evil. Like, you have a career, a home, a family, a steady income. You should be busy living your own life, cultivating your soul, cultivating your life for happiness. But you're over here literally messing with a homeless person, intentionally trying to cause evil intent to their life to destabilize them, and their life is already most unstable that it can possibly be. That's a whole kind of different evil. That's the kind of evil that causes PTSD, to be specific. If you want to know the psychology, yes. That is malevolence. That is intentional harm that someone is trying to inflict on you through ways of manipulation. And that stuff like that seriously causes mental health problems in homeless people and drug addicts. That can cause PTSD because there's the evil intent there. You know, I think that it's crazy that you would call the law instead of asking me to leave the property anyways. As Miss Schmitty said yesterday, they called the cop. Oh my God, thank y'all. I'm sorry I can't see the screen. Thank you so much. Smart dog, thank you so much. And Paul, I hope you're doing well. Thank you, I agree. Don't let it become your internal message. Yeah, I don't know what to do about this phone situation. I can't just be loitering at the laundromat, and that's the only place I've been able to find been able to. Y'all, I feel so bad. Let's go over to the CVS. Maybe I can get me a protein and try to make me feel better. I can't eat nothing when I'm this stressed out about next month. Like, not being able to have cell service puts me into a perpetual state of mania because this is my only way to have income, and everybody out here is trying to prevent me from charging my phones because they know I have a damn channel. And I know that sounds paranoid and crazy, but this is a town of like 2,000 people, and you know, look at everything I've recorded. I know it sounds crazy to new people here, but I promise you, everything I talk about has been recorded. If you take the time to fast forward my craziness, you'll see that what I say is true. It's like every time I turn around, it's some person that I don't even know calling the law. Come on, dude. Oh my God. Jesus Christ, got me standing in the middle of the road because he won't go. I can't see either. I don't have my glasses on. I don't know where they're at. I want to see if maybe CVS. I need some almonds and some protein because I'm not going to make it. I know most people will be like, why don't you just get a McDonald's burger? Because it messes me up. It causes me even worse health problems. That's why y'all out here hating on me. Your mental health ain't well because you eating that shit. My feet hurt so bad I can barely walk. I don't see no power outlet out here. I don't know what the fuck to do, y'all. I'm sorry to cuss. I'm just when I think things are gonna get better. No, nothing gets better. Things just go worse. Hold on, let me go through and block all the idiots. Oh, let me take this book bag off. God, I don't know why I stand around with it on. Y'all, I'm not even joking. It's so heavy. Ow. I set it down on my toe. I'm on meth. I'm on meth? Send me the money for a drug test. That's so funny you should say that. We're at CVS. Let's take it. I'll go behind this building and piss in a cup on live. Send me the money for a drug test. Let's go take it. I'm so sick of this shit. But once I do it, nobody is ever allowed to question me again. Anybody that comes here and tries to say that I'm on drugs will be looked at as a fucking fool. I've already did this once. I'm so exhausted from the degeneracy. Why does YouTube not rein this shit in? Oh, clicks and views. The degeneracy. There is no local church or... This is why I keep the comments off. They'll never get it until they live it. They'll never get it. You can never get it. Maybe that's what God's calling on me to do. Maybe God wants me to start a community program where I take, I don't know, rich people, privileged people, other people's teenage brats. And you get out here on the street with me and we survive for... Most people would break within 24 hours. 80% of society would break within 24 hours if they were out here in this heat with no money, no resources, no family, no community services. And that's the majority of fucking middle America. Major cities, sure, they might have a shelter, a program. Most of this country, these problems are getting worse. Mental health services, drug addiction, homelessness, because middle America, most of the country is just like this town. There is no community church outreach programs to help the homeless. There is no shelter. There is no domestic violence center for women and children. And like I said, a great portion of the country is just like this. And this is why these problems are getting worse and worse and worse. And that's why they'll continue to get worse and worse and worse. Because people think they know everything, even though they've been through nothing. Yeah, it sucks. Your dad died when you were 12. That's horrible. It sucks. Your uncle was an alcoholic and molested you. That sucks. People go through things, absolutely. This is different. Living like this is impossible. You cannot thrive. You will not have a normal life. You cannot get a job. You cannot go back to school. You will die out here living like this. And most of these places do not have resources. And as you can see in this town, they don't even let you access power if you can't afford $2,000 rent. And that's most of the country, honey. Unless you live in a major city, like maybe Jacksonville, Florida, Tampa, unless you live in a major city, this is what it's going to be like. This is how you're going to be treated every day, and it's going to be impossible to get back on your damn feet. A lot of people have had privilege, and they don't even realize it. They're like, oh, I grew up in a trailer, and oh, I never got the newest Xbox, but you had a roof over your head. You had food in your belly. You were not out in the heat 365 having health problems from dehydration and a lack of food. This is different. Yeah, people struggle. People go through things. This is different. The way that society treats people who are trying harder than the majority of society. Yeah, let me tell you, because once again, would you strap that 50-pound backpack on your back and bike into town for 2 or 3 miles just to buy a singular bottle of water and then do that 2 or 3 times a day just for water? Because that's your life on the streets. That's your life on the streets. Sure, I can go buy a 32-pack, but where the hell am I going to put it? You think I can just set it on CVS's property and ride through here every 3 hours to get a bottle of water? Where am I going to put it? The moment you put any kind of personal property, even if it's food or water, behind any of these businesses, it will be disposed of by the next morning. People can't get it until they go through it. So that's what I need to do. All right, so who's going to be the first victim? No, we can get this shit kicked off today. Who wants to come hang out in a graveyard tonight? Well, actually, you're going to pick what we do. I'm going to let you take full reign. Let you take full reign. Show up with $30 and stick it out for 24 hours. And let's see how many resources you can find and what you have to do just to get your basic needs met. And $30 is your limit. And what are you going to do after you run out of that $30? And you can't find work because by 24 hours, you're going to smell so funky, honey. No, businesses will be calling the law to get you trespassed off their property. And Lord forbid, if you even thought about asking for an application, they'd probably laugh at you. I mean, is that what I need to do? I need to take people through the struggle with me physically on camera so we can bring some compassion and rationale back to humanity, because it is unbelievable how many people in this comment section have no sense. And I can only think that maybe it's because they've lived such a privileged life that they don't recognize, when people don't go outside anymore, everybody's instant gratification on the phone. People don't live their lives. They sit at home, they order DoorDash, they watch TV, and then they go back to work and they hit repeat. Most people are not outside in these elements. Most people never skip a meal. Look at them. I know the obesity rate in this country. Ain't nobody skipping no meals around here. Not in the West, honey. Not unless they homeless, on drugs, or they're genuinely going through it financially on a fixed income, have children, have bills. Life is hard right now. And more people are falling into homelessness every single day. And instead of coming up with community resources, programs, ideas, or even talking about it, people don't even want to talk about it. Look how I am going through this and people are talking about I'm on drugs. I don't do drugs. I don't even drink alcohol. I'm struggling, honey. If power is a drug, then yeah, I'm a drug addict for power so that I can work and try to pull myself out of this hole. I look rough because I slept in a graveyard night before last, and then I actually didn't have sleep 2 days before that. I think it was actually 3. And last night I slept in some community park on the ground, and then people want to come and talk about the way that I look. Real kind. And then I'm surprised that people are so evil all the time still, and yet it's because I'm innocent. It's because I really am. I'm a sweetheart. If people will let me be. So I need some kind of protein because I ain't been able to eat today, and I'm so stressed about power for the phone that I'm not going to be able to eat until I get power. And once I get power, then I'll be able to eat something and calm down and have like a plan. That's another thing. With this being my main source of income and not having power, it leaves all of this uncertainty for, sure, I'm going to get, a nice check this coming month. I mean, if you consider $1,000 a nice check, that is a nice check. I'm grateful for everything I get, but it still wouldn't be enough to pay rent. It still wouldn't have been enough to pay my truck payment and cover the gas. But sure, I'll get a check, this coming month. But August, if I don't have power and I can't stream and show my journey, then I won't have no money then. And so I've got to find power. So yes, that whole library situation, in my opinion, that was them trying to prevent me. They probably watch me because they know about my channel. And I'm not trying to say like, oh, everybody knows me, but y'all need to understand that this is a small town. I'm walking around out here half naked. I'm a pretty girl with a big ass mouth. People are going to be talking, and they have been. I've been here for 22 years. That's all they do around this damn town. Bunch of haters. And a lot of these people come from generational wealth. That makes it even worse. So you literally have had a cushiony life, and you out here treating people like this. I'm going to grab a buggy because my shoulders are killing me. And we're going to try to grab some trail mix and protein for today. And then, I don't know. Oh, I need to look for a battery pack, and I need shampoo. I'm out of that. They got music on. Let me be quiet. have like battery packs, pre-chargeable battery packs for cell phones to like plug stuff up. They don't have what we need. I didn't think about this. If I would have knew this ahead of time, I would have prepared, but I didn't know. Who would think that in a town this big you can't find power nowhere? Who would think to a place? Look, there's businesses everywhere. Who would think that in a town this big you couldn't get no power? Like I'm supposed to know that they treat people that way. For a bag of almonds and 2 drinks. And this is how not having resources costs you more money. I can only carry so much. Alright, let's go. Oh, God. Yep, $11 for damn 2 drinks and a bag of almonds. I got those same almonds last night. I ate them before bed. It's 4 servings. And so it's 20 grams of protein in that whole bag of almonds. And that's probably how I was able to get up and function this morning. Okay, listen, some of y'all ain't going to get this. And I'm not judging you if you eat a shitty diet. But you need to understand that the way that I operate is the way that our bodies are supposed to operate. So I'm actually doing what I should be doing, okay? I can't live on McDonald's. It makes things worse. It causes me health issues. And so I can't eat stuff like McDonald's, okay? Very rarely. Maybe their McMuffin, their McMuffin for breakfast. Yeah, it's the McMuffin for breakfast. But, yeah, not their burgers and stuff. Their fries make me sick as hell. I don't know what to do, you guys. Should I go over to the post office and ask them if I can mail something there? I mean, I can't mail anything, but like, someone was asking me earlier if they could mail me a battery pack. You know what I mean? What is going on? I swear to God. This is why I leave the comments off, because it's like dealing with children. Yes, ask them. Okay, thank you, Jenny. Hash browns are delicious. It was good too. It felt bigger. That was a bigger hash brown, it felt like. I remember them being smaller than that. When I ate that hash brown with that Canadian ham or Canadian bacon, egg and cheese McMuffin, it was good. But it came with a hash brown and a coffee, which I need. That's another thing I've noticed. These elements take such a damn toll that if you're like me and you're a millennial that drinks coffee, you're going to need more of it. You're going to need more of it because the elements, it's so hot. One would think, oh, drink more water, but you're not eating, you're not sleeping good, you're sleeping on hard surfaces, your body aches. It just, you're gonna need more caffeine to sometimes. I had to drink a cup of coffee to even make it over to the park to try to charge my phones, and I biked over 4 or 5 miles over there, and the outlets didn't even work. And they worked the other day, so somebody cut them off intentionally. Somebody doesn't want me over there. And you know, it's crazy because that's the same park where all those cops were that night, and that guy was belligerent and drunk. Remember that? So that's the same place. So they probably don't want us down that way. That's another thing that I've noticed is that, y'all, I guess I lived in a bubble like everybody else. I never realized how much the cops know about everybody. They just, I mean, that's literally their job, Brooke, duh. But I don't think you really know it until you sit back and you start watching the cops. And then you watch and see how they operate and what they're doing and how they watch everybody and you know, homeless people, they kind of show up and they'll make those homeless people go to other places by simply just showing their presence. They can get homeless people to move in a different direction. And so like here, they have specific places that they want the homeless people. There are other homeless people, but it's mainly men that I've saw. And I think I've seen one other homeless. She might be homeless. I don't know. That ain't my business. But, like, I pay attention. Oh, I saw the homeless lady this morning at the laundromat. She lives out of a car. Where am I going? How am I going to charge my phone? What am I doing in life? Post office. Sorry. Here, I'll cut this back on. Post office. I'm getting there. I'm all over the place because come on, man. You know, I literally just... P.O. box, post office. I don't have a P.O. box anymore. I had one. Let's just ask if I can get somebody to mail me something. I'm getting so sunburned. It's crazy. I was supposed to be laying on the lake this morning, but I can't find a way to charge my phone. So I can't go off grid if I don't have cell phone service. That's how you go off earth, honey. That's how you go make your maker, okay? You go off grid. You ain't got no phone. Your dumbass is following a butterfly. And now you done fell off a damn mountain. Both your legs is broke. You shouldn't have been out there, so it's not like you can army crawl anywhere because you don't have the upper body strength. And no cell phone. I'm just saying that things could go bad, you know? And I'm not going off grid without a phone. And also I need to have a way to film because this is how I make money, unfortunately. I know. I hate me too. Join the club. I'm sure there's a line somewhere. There really is. It's that I Hate Brooke hate club. It's the I Hate Brooke hate club. Oh, I'm so sore from biking. I gotta stop biking. When I tell you that my ass is bruised from sitting on cement and bicycle seats, it's literally black, my tailbone. I don't know when it happened. It looks bad too. It's like black and brown and blue. I'm like, Jesus Christ, did I try to use the sidewalk as a trampoline on my ass? Like, how did it get this bad? Another thing, this damn bag, this damn book bag is so heavy, it's going to turn me into Quasimodo. I'm going to have a perma hunch by the time I make it out of homelessness. Swear to God. Now, every time I see an old person, you ever seen somebody super old and they all hunched over? You're like, damn, what happened to them? Hold on, I'm sorry. No, but for real. Did he have a jet packet on his back his whole career? Why is he hunched over like that? And now I'm like, damn, was they homeless for the first 50 years of their life? Is that why they hunched over, you know? What did you do for a living to make you hunchback of Notre Dame, homie? I've seen, and I think that it's a muscular, oh God. There's somebody in there. I think it's a muscular thing. Like, I think MS can make you like that, and I think that, like, spinal injuries can give people, like, a hunchback look like that. But also, I'm sure if you worked a job where you carry things on your back, such as, I don't know, like a leaf blower, them things is heavy. I don't know, your pack on with all your tools. You know, for real, though, wearing something on your back that's heavy for years, it would definitely give you a hump. You're going to be leaning over. Your posture going to be horrible. Hell, I'm already halfway there. I look like the hunchback of Notre Dame. Free Willy! I look like a damn whale. The book bag is just morphing with me. I am him. He is me. We are one. We can't be without each other, because without each other, we're useless. We're useless without each other. Where is this damn postal office? I need to find my glasses, but if I'm being honest, they probably at the bottom of this darn bag. I'm sunburnt too, y'all. The tops of my arms. Somebody be like, put on a shirt, honey. Because wet clothes drenched in sweat are so much better than a bathing suit top that dries in the shade. That's another thing I was thinking. You don't want to be out here in no long sleeves, sweating and hell no. Y'all, these people coming up behind me, I don't trust them. I gotta cross the street. Alright. Yeah, wet clothes, it's so hot out here that, like, you get soaked. Like, even if you had a way to take a shower, you'd probably have to take a shower 2 or 3 times a day just to stay fresh, because it's so hot. Like, it's impossible. You're still gonna stink even if you go take a shower and then you get back out here. Yeah, it's crazy. So wearing wet clothes would be much better, huh? Everybody thinks they know until they until they're chafed under their arms because they had on a wet shirt in the damn July heat. Remember that episode of, hold on one second. Remember that episode of The Big Bang Theory when Sheldon makes Leonard wear that damn woolly sweater because he forgot to return the videotape from like 10 years prior, and he's walking around all sweaty, breaking out in hives, itching from this wool sweater? I mean, it was cutting him up. That's what wet clothes feel like in the July damn heat, I promise you. They cling to you, they'll hold you back. You're going to want something light, quick dry, thin, and you're going to have one look. Hooker. Well, I mean, it could be fitness. I mean, I do got the whole bike, but I got the book bag, so that gives it like hooker vibes, you know? If it was just, sorry, I got a truck, transfer truck, don't take me out. If it was just the workout gear and the bicycle, might be all right. But with the book bag, it screams, as homeless, spare change, spare change. That's what it screams. Yeah, people give me shit about my outfit, and I'm like, bitch, I live out of a car. Now, I don't even have the car. So, listen, when I start walking around in a string bikini, shut up, it's hot. SOS, must send sunblock. Less is more. Let's go over here and ask this boy. And I feel so bad, y'all, because I know I reek. But what am I supposed to do? Lay down and die until damn July? Well, it is July now, but I still got 2 more weeks of being stuck here. I got a very, very important meeting, you know? stuff. I guess I'm going to stick it to the post of the damn post office. I'm about to go postal. Ouch, ouch. I'm all right. I'm all right. Your weight shifts because the bike is heavy, you're heavy. And then if you're anything like me, I'm accident prone. I ain't got no motor skills sometimes, especially if I got a ton of weight on my back. I only weigh down now 122 pounds. And I'm 5'5". Like, this bike, this bag, all this stuff, nobody takes that into account. You ever see a homeless person walking down the road? They got a bicycle, but they're walking. You're like, what are they doing? Why are they not riding the bike? Homie, their book bag is so heavy, they can't support their weight, the bike weight, and the book bag weight. You're like, well, lighten your load. Okay, well, no, it's not that easy. Essentials are essentials. And usually they got essentials in there, okay? Can you just sit down for a minute? All I got is essentials, and I'm still struggling, okay? And I still ain't got no power, water, food, nothing. It's okay. When I get paid this coming month, things will be different. But for now, I've got to figure out what to do until then. I need a power source. See, it's been one thing after another. So let me explain this. I needed the bike to be able to access power, water, and food. Now, this power situation, I'm trying to access. Thank you so much, Frankie Smith. Thank you. I appreciate that. Has any cops harassed me? Is this a joke? Is that a joke? Or are you for real? Yeah, and what if you said you have Brooke fatigue? Well, what if it was you? What are you going to do? No family, no one. Everybody you know is hey. Oh, hey. I'm fine. I'm fine. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. I hate what's going on.
Yeah. Now I got some girl coming up to me, giving me water. Oh, but I'm faking this. Y'all, this girl just brought me a sandwich. I appreciate that. And that's another thing I wanted to talk to you about. People give you stuff when you're homeless, and you have to sometimes leave stuff behind because you don't have room for it, and it's heavy. Water is extremely heavy. That's why I only have one bottle in this bag, because it gets heavy. I need to go in here. I need a cigarette. This is just too much coming at me. No wonder I lose my mind. It's too much. Look how sunburned I already am. My back is killing me. I've been walking for days. 50-pound book bag, 40-pound book bag. It's just a lot. So that was a girl that used to live across the street. And she said, I'm pissed about your situation.